Then I'll ask, I heard of like Nigerians talking about experiencing discrimination in Cotonou. Have you, in your personal capacity, experienced any sort of discrimination, whether when you are going to rent a house or where you are working, or maybe generally on the street or your area where you live? Have you experienced anything like that?
For me personally, I don't think I really experienced discrimination from Beninese. But I think when it comes to renting houses, I've heard, like, not to me personally, maybe agents will tell me that maybe this landlord said they don't want to rent house to Nigerians.
Have you asked what the challenge is?
No, they'll be like, they don't like the way Nigerians use houses, they don't, take care of the houses, they are dirty kind of, stuff like that. They don't like the way they manage the houses, or maybe they spoil things, they will not, maybe sometimes some people want to use their caution.
Yeah.
They will use their caution, they'll be like, I want to move out, let me use my caution.
Yeah.
And by the time they have now finished using their caution,
And then they
would have damaged things in the house, and
they discover that there is no way to fix them. The landlords have to spend his own money
to do it.
Oh, okay.
So all these kind of situations, the agent will just tell me that they have one house, but the person said that he doesn't want Nigerian. So I've never actually encountered it like that.
Oh, okay.
So I know people do tell me too, when Nigerians, the way they talk about Beninese are this, but me, nothing. And I think in that aspect, I think it depends on you personally, the kind of person you are.
Exactly.
If you, maybe for me, I'm a very cheerful person. I can relate with anybody. I don't discriminate. Like most Nigerians, they don't eat Beninese food. So if you are this kind of person that discriminate a lot about eating Beninese food, and they see you doing that, like you do that kind of thing in their presence, how do you expect them to react to you? You understand?
Yeah.
So most times when I go to places, I try to like bring myself to the level of whatever environment I am. When I go to villages, I will not even be like I'm not in that particular spot. I'm a villager. Maybe my dressing might be different. I may not have the village outfit, but that particular, my behavior and everything, whatever they are eating there, I eat with them. As long as it's not poison, I cannot even die of food.
Exactly, you cannot even die of food. And I also maybe my experience in I went to Castina in 2018 for the first time, and then I went to a restaurant. I told the bike, take me to a very good restaurant where I can eat food. Then he took me to the place, and I got to the place, and then he said, okay, this is the restaurant, and I entered the restaurant. And the way those Nigerians are, the way they do their things, everybody was on the floor, eating on the floor with their hand. I was angry. Like what we are talking about now, there are cars parked outside, and of course, when you know those allergy, when you see them, you know that these guys, they are not poor people, but the way they sit down with their leg crossed, so they're just sitting on the floor. That's okay, no problem. Every day when you travel makes you learn. So I got into the place, and then I sit on the floor with them, and then I began to eat. And then after finishing, I remember what happened to me in Lagos, my first Nigerian food that I tasted. So when you go to a place, mix with the people there. Mix with the people. My wife is in Nigeria, but I still till now I'm looking for just one person like that even discriminated against her, but nobody. So basically, it depends on you, and then the mentality you are using to operate with the people.
Exactly.
Yeah. So when you are operating with the mentality that if you are operating with the mentality that you are better than these people, and then you are looking at them that way, they won't want to relate with you properly. Because one thing, just as you said, I have heard of people saying that landlords don't like getting Nigerians. First of all, because there was an issue of yahoo cyber criminality, and landlord, most time they were punished if they find somebody doing yahoo in their house, that is cyber criminality in their house. And they later discovered that most of the people doing the cyber like the yahoo, they are Nigerians. In fact, when I went to do my our wedding, somebody in my wife's village told me that he was deported from Cotonou because he was doing. They were 17. Some people went to prison. They were 17. Seriously, yeah. He was deported. I said, ah, what do you do? He said, HK. I didn't even know what is HK as at that time. Oh.
He's a lady, Abi.
No, he's a guy. He said HK. I said, what is HK? So that was when
he hook up now.
Eh. No, he says HK. I say Yahoo Yahoo. I say Yahoo Yahoo.
Okay, Yahoo.
Okay, no problem. So you know that kind of thing. So when they see person doing Yahoo in your house, they punish you. So many of them began to maybe I wouldn't want Nigerian person, and then sometimes just as you said, my first house I was looking for when I was telling them that I was coming from Nigeria, they thought I'm in Nigeria. So I said they don't want to rent the house. I said, see, I'm from Benin. So I began to speak language to them before they agree to rent the house for me. So it's basically what it is, and I think it's just a normal way. Just behave normal in people's country, and then if you go to Rome, they are punching ears, punch your ear, and then live with them. So I think basically that is what it is. Because I have to ask you this question because there is somebody I consulted for. In fact, she is in Cotonou now. I don't know if she's staying here permanently now, but she's looking for that citizenship by recognition too. So I consulted for her, and she said she wanted to go and get SIM card. And you know, SIM card is a very sensitive something. So she wanted to go and get SIM card, and because they see some Nigeria elements with her, they say they don't want to sell to her until she go to another place on the road to go and get the SIM card. Because
on the road or inside the office?
No. She want to get it on the road. You know, the Nigerian way, I can just get it on the road. Though she's not in Nigeria. She's from this Caribbean, but she lived in Nigeria for a very long time before she decided to say, okay, she wants to come and live in Benin now, especially because of this citizenship, because she has this African lineage. So she also talked to me about the incident, and that's why I said, just let me ask you.